Hey, good Friday morning, friends. MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. We made it through the week. Welcome to the MLive Morning Weather Update brought to you by Consumers Energy. Don't want to concern you. The ugliest, scariest word for travelers in the weather world is freezing rain. I've seen it for 35 years. I mention freezing rain and you go, ooh, and you should. But this is, just something I want to bring up to you, and it's basically in the middle of Saturday night, Sunday morning, very early Sunday morning. It's light. It's not an ice storm. It's one of those things where you said, hey, we're heading somewhere at 7 a.m. on Sunday. I just want you to be aware of it. All right, so first off, how about a bunch of good mornings? Good morning, Bob Agans. Thanks for watching. Good morning, Andy Masters, Marge Stevens, and Lindsay Boardman. Thanks for watching, and Shannon Grams. Hello. All right, let's get on to it, and we'll start with today's cold. The lake effect snow has, for the most part, ended and is ending, and the roads and the places where it snowed real heavily will be snowpacked and icy because we only make it into the teens today. But I've already been working hard at it this morning on MLive. I've got an article up about a stormy pattern that we're in, and you can see that. Look to our south, storm 1, storm 2, and on the far left side of the screen, storm number 3. Now, one thing I like to point out is when you have many storms following right after each other, each storm cannot be big, because remember, I always show you this bend in the jet stream, and a big storm is a big bend, and eventually a big storm is a cut-off storm system, makes its own circle. But if you've got a storm right behind it, it can't make the big bend. It gets pushed out and the next storm comes in. So multiple periods of precipitation, all fairly light in the grand scheme of things, and some of them more on the rain side than on the white side. So next storm system, we'll move on. Next storm system is Saturday night and Sunday. It is what I would call generally a rain system by Sunday, but because it's so cold right now, it's going to take a while for the pavement temperatures to warm up. And if the temperature was shooting to 35 and 40 degrees quickly Saturday night, the pavement would warm up, but it's hovering at 32 to 34. So pavement will definitely take a while to warm up. So I would call it dry today in most places. And then this is Saturday noontime, dry. Good travel on Saturday. This is Saturday evening, 6 p.m. And then, actually I want to grab a different one for you. Okay, here we go. I like this one better. And so we go to 6 p.m. We go to midnight Sunday, so middle of Saturday night. The purplish there you see is freezing rain. Again, sounds scary, fairly light. Good morning, Monroe and Marge Stevens. Never been actually in downtown Monroe. What's it like there? Not sure. So Sunday 2 a.m., 3, 4, 5 a.m. What does this say? Northern Michigan, northern half of Michigan, Saginaw northward, could have 100th to 500ths of freezing rain. Now we're at 7 a.m. Sunday, and still maybe some spotty freezing rain in the north half of the state, and quickly changing to rain by 9 or 10 Sunday morning. So just watch the Saturday night, Sunday morning time period. Not an ice storm, not a power outage type deal. 500s builds up enough that roads can be very slick. Cold today. These are the temperatures. Only in the teens, low to mid-teens at that. This is Saturday. It helps get the ground and the pavement a little warmer for the Saturday night precipitation, but you can see it's not a robust warm-up. We're at 4 and 5 and 6 o'clock, and most places are still below freezing, which sets us up for that freezing rain Saturday night. This is Sunday, 3 a.m. 33 Grand Rapids, 34 Kalamazoo, but 31 in Ann Arbor, 30 in Saginaw. So you'd say if it's raining, it's freezing, especially from where we've been with cold pavement over the last couple of days. Now, Sunday, noon, still not a robust warm-up, but 34, 35 should certainly help. And as we go into Sunday, there really shouldn't be any major problem, but you can see it's not a clear cut type thing. All right, Matt Kemper, any chance for a white Christmas in southeast Michigan? Yes, there's a storm system around that time period. Right now it's too early to say white Christmas versus not white Christmas southeast. I would lean toward not, but ask in a couple of days. So here is the freezing rain accumulation forecast. And so we are at 7 a.m. Sunday, 100th to 500ths. Muskegon, Clare, Mount Pleasant, maybe some spots in the Irish Hills. So just be careful. Just be aware of it. All right, now let's go into the future. So here's our little freezing rain to rain on Sunday. This is Sunday afternoon and evening drying out, so it's not a robust rain. Now, on Monday, this storm system will bring us pretty much all rain. Hey, good morning, Rachel Stosick from Jackson. I have been to downtown Jackson. And so next Tuesday and next Wednesday, not a whole lot going on. Now by next weekend, the biggest signal that we have is by next weekend there will be a storm system kind of coalescing in the eastern part of the U.S. We'll be on the backside of it, so we'll get some snow shower activity, maybe a day or two of some lake effect snow in the limited snow belt areas, and colder for next weekend. Do we get to go out to Christmas? Yes, we do. This is Christmas Eve. That's Christmas Eve. And that's white. That's middle of the night Christmas night, and that's Christmas morning. But it's quite a ways out, so we'll just kind of keep an eye on that. Look at these temperatures. Cold today in the teens. 32 tomorrow, if we're lucky. 37 on Sunday, a lot of places. 40s on Monday, maybe 50 along the border, maybe 50 in Ann Arbor and Detroit on Monday. So if you didn't do the Christmas lights yet, Monday, probably Tuesday, your days, 40 in the southeast, 30 in Traverse City. And then next week, second half, it looks about normal in the 30s, pretty cold. Remember, though, I showed you that everything's kind of showing a cold blast next weekend. And, what does Christmas look like? Again, pretty far out. But Christmas looks like it's going to be low to mid 30s. So white Christmas chance, yes. Just simply because we don't see 40s and dry, we see 30s and a storm system around. Rebecca asking, get freezing rain? I went over that. A light freezing rain Saturday night, Sunday morning, 1/100th to 5/100ths. Not a power outage type thing, but just heading off to early church Sunday morning. Could get a little slick. Now, long term, still everything is showing that as we get past Christmas, we may go a little more mild. These are the surface temperature anomalies. I showed you up and down this coming week. Here's next weekend. You know, that's showing maybe 10 degrees colder than normal, and that would be highs in the teens and 20s. And then as we get past Christmas, so this is 26th, 27th, this is the 28th, it starts to show in Canada starting to turn mild, not warm, you know, because we're in winter. So that would be 30s, 40s, and it just shows that the cold air may shut off for a while, let's call it. So there you have it. Dry today, dry tomorrow, decent travel tomorrow. Sunday morning, a little iffy. Just keep an eye on it. I will probably have to work this weekend, keep you updated. Eventually on Sunday, should warm up enough that roads would not have any sort of issues. It's just if you're real gung-ho to get somewhere early Sunday morning to watch it. And then next Monday looks pretty mild. So a lot to talk about in weather. I will keep you updated right here on MLive. Thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update, brought to you by Consumers Energy. I'm meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Bye.